Buddy, it's been an adventure. I finally
I
got to put on a clean
love
shirt.
adventure.
I put on a clean shirt for specifically for this for the podcast today.
Well, that's good.
I'm wearing
You
the
should
same shirt
wear
for 2 days in a row.
you should wear clean shirts, I
I
mean,
tend to, just not the last 2 days.
yeah,
Yesterday, I went to my long form improv class,
right,
or
yeah.
I guess practice. It's a rehearsal because we're doing it.
Rehearsal.
Yeah,
But like
I was
wasn't
told
in
these.
front of a crowd, right?
No, it wasn't in front of a crowd, so it was a
Yeah.
rehearsal. And about a mile and a half away from my house, while I was driving to pick up one of my co-stars, both left tires on my car popped, and I went up and down
Like at the same time.
same time. It was wild
So it was like a whole explosion on the one side of your car.
on the driver's side. Yeah,
What
so
the
it was
heck?
absolutely terrifying.
I bet.
Yeah, so I
Are your
coasted it
rims okay?
into. What's that?
Are
Yeah,
your
rims are
rims
fine.
okay?
Rims are
Okay.
fine. But, like, I coasted it into the next cross street. I called AAA. They're like, "You have to pay us more money because your car's an asshole." And I'm like, "Dude, I've had to do so much AAA stuff this year that I ran out of my premium membership and had to pay them again."
Jesus.
I pissed off a witch.
You
I
did,
or
definitely. You have a
something. I
hex
don't
bag
know.
somewhere. You should check your car for a hex bag.
I really should check my car for a hex bag.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I haven't been injured, but like, good gravy, Miss
Oh,
Maybe.
man. That's
It is
so bad.
bananas. So, barring they picked me up and they're like, "What'd you hit?" I'm like, "Look at the road. There's nothing to hit." And so they drive me to my house. Guy's super nice. I grab the little green roller skate that is the secondary car,
Mhm.
and I'm only 10 minutes late to the improv rehearsal, which
Okay.
is good because we're learning a new game and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
We're doing the original Herald, which is pretty cool. It's a really bizarre, like, you can do whatever you want, and that makes me crippled by decisions.
Uh,
So I have to do so instead of like having like I need like sometimes I need rules in order to properly play a
well, yeah,
game.
definitely. 100.
So, like, there are some rules, but the rules are do what you want out of these 5 options, and everybody else gets to do whatever they want out of these 5 options, and then, so most people. Okay, so for the uninitiated, there are 2 versions of the Herald, right? The one that everybody knows is like A scene, B scene, C scene, and it's like more like a one-act play.
Okay.
Whereas the original Herald has a bunch of games in it, all based off of the same um, question that you're not answering, but answering.
Right.
And it's like none of the scenes really should be connected except by that one concept, which makes it even harder for me because I want to connect everything all the time because of my stupid writer brain.
Right.
So, all that being done and dusted, I get home. This morning, I wake up, call the tow truck again, take it to my tire place where I have insurance on my tires, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Except I bought the tires 3 years ago.
Oh, and it ran
So I
out.
had to buy 3 more tires. Well, yeah, found out
Why?
my
Yeah.
rear right tire had 2 nails in it, and they
So
were
you ran over
spaced.
nails.
Yeah. No, I didn't run over nails with the other ones. The sidewalls blew out on those ones.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. And this rear right one was just low, but there were 2 nails in it about that far apart, about 2 inches apart, so they couldn't patch it with
Yeah.
one patch.
Right.
So I had to buy a whole new tire because you can't patch a tire
Because you
twice.
can't patch that. No. Because
And
it
then
has,
maintain
it's too
safety.
close.
So
It gives it one of those stress points right between the two.
mhm,
So even if you patch it, it won't work.
right. And so then I'm like, well, I guess I need to may as well get my oil changed. because the guy comes out and he says, "The oil is blacker than me and dirty as hell." I'm like, "Dude, that's pretty clever." Sold. Turns out the last people who changed my oil took my air cabin filter out and just kept it. They just kept it.
They
I
didn't they
didn't
didn't
have
replace
cabin
it?
air filter for about like 6 months, apparently.
Oh, that's great, and all the smog and everything.
Well, it's wonderful, especially for
Yeah,
my allergies.
right.
So, like, it's not to mention, about 2 weeks ago, somebody sideswiped my car in the parking lot,
Bro.
took out, like, tried to tear my bumper off. So I'm
Uh,
driving down PCH, and these really nice guys who run, um, like an out of the back of my truck,
okay,
fix your
yeah.
car business.
Yeah, yeah.
Come up and they're like $1,100 and we can fix this whole thing, make it look brand new. I'm like, I have $0.99. And they said, for $100, we will make it safe. And I said, sold. Um,
Yeah,
so now when I get my next check, I'm calling those guys up and getting that all done. But
right.
holy matrimony. The mirror that I had to buy for $340?
Yeah, the
The
dumb.
back of that is gone now.
Oh, jeez.
The mirror still works. All the motors in it still work. It's just the back casing's off of it now. I I'm gonna get hit by a meteorite pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh, and
that
that doesn't even count all the stuff that I had to do at Midsummer Scream this last week.
right. That's
Woo!
just oh.
So yeah,
You
what we're
have
talking
such
about.
bad luck with cars, dude. You have, like,
No, I
the
have bad luck
worst.
with
I thought
car.
yeah, that's what I have bad luck with cars. It happens to me where, like, one thing will happen, and then I go to fix it, and what I'm trying to fix either breaks worse or it's not the thing that needs to be fixed. And that happens to me often.
Mhm.
Usually it's something that's small and stupid that becomes something large and a big problem, right? You, on the other hand, you stumble around like that. You don't know how to make that thing drive straight. It's always like kitty cornered. Then you can see the whole side of the
Mhm.
car going down the road. You can
Oh,
see all
yeah.
four tires and
I
everything.
literally
Like,
drive laterally. I don't I don't drive forward and reverse, I drive laterally.
uh, I've
Good
seen
luck,
videos of
everybody.
people doing that.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, you like my booty? And you can see it. Yeah, just
This is all anybody sees is this. Yeah, just
like
me going
here.
sideways.
This is normal. Your steering wheel's here, and you're looking out the window like this. Like,
Yeah, no, well, the thing is like, none of this is actually my fault.
right,
That's the problem. It's like, if I was a terrible driver, that would make sense.
right.
I drive defensively and offensively because I live in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Uh, but not
Slightly on the faster side, I would say.
yeah.
I said slightly. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
not
like the
for
Speed Racer theme song was my mom's theme song when she got in the car, and
right,
she rubbed off on me a bit.
right.
So, yeah, I feel like when friends of mine come and visit, they wanna drive.
Well, I always want to drive, so that's different. But
Yeah, I somehow beat you to the place that you were only 10 miles away from and I was 30 miles away.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
so there's that. But yeah, so beyond that, everything's relaxed and groovy though. Ugh,
yeah,
good. So speaking of
yeah,
conventions, like we have been for the last 10 minutes,
exactly.
that's what we're talking about today. San Diego Comic-Con just happened, Midsummer Scream just happened.
Hmm.
Um, I think TwitchCon's coming up real quick.
I think TwitchCon is coming up. I don't think it's
Yeah,
here yet. I think it's happening soon, though.
it's happening real quick. I'm
Real
not
soon.
exactly sure when. I have to check with the people in my Twitch community.
Coming on ties.
Um, the Los Angeles local whatever Twitch community it is.
Hmm.
Um, and Yeah, VidCon, I'm not sure when that is.
Yeah,
But
I
there's a
don't
lot
remember
of
when that is.
conventions that happen around me all the time.
Right.
Ugh, we just got done with a couple film festivals. Anyway, all this and more on Will and Dave Fix Your Life.
Coming up now.
I can't keep living this way.
Did you know that no man of woman born, like in Macbeth, uh, meant a C-section baby?
No, I
Yeah,
had no idea.
yeah, it's because
Really?
yeah, because Macbeth and Macduff are fight like in the big you know
Climax?
confrontation, the climax. Macbeth and Macduff are fighting, and he says, "No man of woman born can defeat me. I'll win." Blah blah blah. And Macduff goes, "Yeah, I know. I was not of woman born. From my mother's womb, I was untimely ripped." Meaning, he was cut out of his mom. Meaning a C-section. Meaning, I could win again in a fight against Macbeth. That's all I'm saying. There's a there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
There is a chance.
You, Mister Naturally Born, you're hosed.
Yeah, I am hosed. That's very true.
Yeah, the deck is stacked against you there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I did
So I
not
went
know that. That's weird.
so I went to Midsummer Scream this year.
Yes, you did. Let me know what happened. What's
It was great. It was great times. I met up with the folks from Bloody Disgusting, which are like I met Pacifica Obadiah, who like runs that whole thing. I met
right?
Jack from Tower 4.
Mhm.
Met a lot of the voice actors and stuff like that. All the cool kids were off eating food somewhere every time I was there, but
Right.
that's okay. I got to talk to the producers who I really wanted to talk to anyway, you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
So, I got to pitch them my podcast, my narrative fiction that's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it stars a character named Dave, uh, running a radio station. It's totally not a self-insert character.
Not at all.
In a radio station in a coastal town in California. So things I don't know anything about
Right.
is what I'm writing.
Yeah.
Everything's spooky and scary and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and of course it's hilarious. So there's
It
that
is.
bonus
It
point.
is. Okay, I don't think that I ever finished reading the whole thing, but I did read a good portion of it, and
Mhm.
it is good. It is funny. There's good
Uh,
funny spots in there.
I like
As
to
long as you
find
get the right voice actors to do the things. I mean, obviously,
yeah.
we're gonna find somebody named Dave probably to do it.
Well, yeah, it'll sound more natural that way, I
Yeah,
think.
right. Yeah.
But yeah, like so hopefully like I want to get 10 episodes recorded
Mhm.
before I put it out there. So that way people aren't waiting.
Right. I need to reread some of that and finish it up.
Yeah, I'll
Mm.
send you a copy of the next script soon. Anyway, so San Diego Comic-Con just happened.
Yes, it did. I
Um
saw a lot of pictures and a lot of cosplays and a lot of people waiting in line because that's half of going to any con.
I didn't wait in line at all at Midsummer. I walked around and did everything except the scary houses and the panels. So I went to the con floor and looked at stuff and
Mm,
chit chatted with folks and tried to win contests.
nice.
Speaking of winning a contest, um, actually, there was the LA Ghostbusters, who are a fundraising group.
Right.
They go through and they like uh shout out to them, by the way. They go through and they find they go through hospitals and stuff and take pictures with the kids and kind of make life nicer for people wherever they
Right.
go. And they were holding like a weird quiz, it turns out. And um I was walking by and all I heard was, when was the first when was the original Ghostbusters in theaters? And I just went 1984. and they're like, "Oh, dude, you win!" And I got this limited edition pin for the
Nice.
Ghost Corps, and
A
I'm a
cadet.
cadet
You're a cadet.
for the Ghost Corps of
Nice.
Los Angeles, and so that is going to stay with me forever
Right?
until I lose it, which will
I
be
love
never.
that stuff.
Yeah, so it's like I never win that kind of thing. Normally, people are always quicker, but I just blurted it out.
Yeah. Most of the
Like,
time that I win stuff, it's like at a bar trivia kind of night.
mhm.
And then what you win is like vouchers for, like $5 for whatever bar you're at or whatever, that kind of stuff. You win coupons. It's coupons. And actually, the last con that I went to was a long time ago, but it was Emerald City.
Yeah, I went to the
Um,
first Emerald City Comic Con when it was like nothing.
right.
It was like 4 tables and 3 guys.
Yeah, this one was definitely a lot more than that. But
Dude, yeah.
uh stood in line for JDF
Jason
because
David Frank for the uninitiated.
yeah, and got his signature. And then I only had one day and pregnant wife, who's now the ex-wife, um, at the time. So like we didn't stand in any other lines, but I totally could have seen Stan Lee because he was still walking around and stuff. I tried to go last year, or not last year, but this year, earlier this year.
Yeah,
I just couldn't end up getting the tickets, with the whole, money situation kind of
me
thing
too.
going on. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I gotta feed children instead of go to cons, right? So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
told, when you have kids, they require food.
they do, and sometimes it's a lot of food. So
Well, I mean, yeah, they're growing young men and
you know,
girls and
yes,
ladies,
very
and
very much so.
apparently your wife has to eat too, which is weird.
Yes, and she
Um,
specifically eats certain only things like no vegetables.
she eats no vegetables?
No vegetables. She hates vegetables. I try to force feed her vegetables sometimes, but most of the time it's either meat or bread.
You shouldn't make her smoothies.
I would, but she wouldn't drink them.
Throw berries in there and then put like a 2.5 pounds of spinach in that boy. Trust me, the berries will cover up that spinach so fast.
Yeah, but it's gonna be too green for her. She's not gonna. That was that's her thing. Is like no green things. I'm over here
It
eating a whole like salad. Like I have like like one of those smaller bags of salad from like the store, right?
Yeah,
And I'm sitting here, it made the whole thing in a bowl. I throw some protein in there and I'm just mowing at it. And she's like, I don't even understand how you can eat that.
that is astounding.
Yeah.
Uh, dude, like, where did you find your wife? In, like, a boys' high school locker room? Like, I don't
I
eat
mean,
I don't eat
no.
anything green or vegetable shaped.
And if you watch our podcast, you would know I found her on Bumble. Hey, Bumble. How you doing?
Ugh,
Hey.
Bumble. So I was on Bumble for a hot minute, with the I Want Friends app, part of the app,
Well,
and, like, weirdly, the friends that I would get were always trying to get with me.
yeah.
And I'm like, "This isn't friendship. I mean, we're not that good of friends yet, friend.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go play video
But
games for a
let's
while.
let's be the friend part before the anything else comes.
We need no
Let,
benefits.
let's
We need no
do this
benefits."
other part before we go to benefits. Like you got to work at a job for a little while before you get benefits. It's the same thing.
Like 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is the trial period.
Yeah, exactly, right? You
Ugh.
got what is 90 days or what?
Yeah, I'm the 90-day fiancé, and
The 90
then
day
we can
fiance.
consummate,
Yeah,
you know?
boom.
I got more neck than that guy, though.
Yeah, right.
No, that's like a weird, like, genetic thing that he's got, poor fella. Like, what
Yeah,
yeah, it's like it's I w I would feel worse for him if he was less of a jerk on TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
you know,
he recently I saw a video because he's trying to be a stand-up now.
I mean, he's got the pain in his life for it.
He does. The problem is he's got too much a-hole in him. Like he should
Um,
be most of the stories that we read on this on this podcast. And
most
he
of
was
it's
on,
YTA.
yeah. And you would think because he went on Kill Tony, yeah, I know. You would think that he actually might do okay because of all the pain and the a-hole stuff, right? But really, he just wasn't funny enough for anybody to laugh.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's worse than getting like booed off stage, honestly.
yeah,
Like, okay, I can handle people hating what I'm doing or loving what I'm doing, but people being indifferent about it and just being all like,
yeah, yeah. No, that's not okay.
no, I can't
That's
do
not
that.
okay.
Like that,
I need to know, how do you feel about this? Tell me, tell me. You need to give
bro.
me some form of reaction here.
Seriously, that's why I don't do stand up often.
Right,
Is because like there are those times when you bomb, right? You bomb, and
right.
that's normal. But if you bomb in a team,
Yeah,
then you can share the load, as it were.
right.
You know,
Exactly. Yeah,
and it's ooh, ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
yeah.
I've got a
Right.
lot of stand up comedian friends down here who are all in my comedy team, and
Right.
and like watching the sets where they've bombed is like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, pal.
Yeah. Like that's like some of the classic guys. You can see some of their stuff like on YouTube and stuff
Yeah.
where they just, oh geez. Like who was it that did a whole he did a whole special back when they used to do like the HBO specials and stuff. He did a whole special and he bombed really bad, but still put it out.
He
There's
bombed during the special.
Yeah, like,
Yikes.
what was uh,
That's when you curate your audience, pal.
I can't remember. Kennison.
Sam Kinison?
Kennison. I think it was. I
I'll
think it
have to look
was.
that up because that doesn't
I
feel
mean,
right.
I might be wrong on it being an HBO special, but there's a thing
There's a thing with him bombing. That's
where him
understandable.
bombing.
I mean, like Sam Kinison is I mean, let's be fair, he died for our sins, right?
He did. He
But,
definitely did.
you know,
'Cause
there are
he was a preacher beforehand, so
dude.
right.
Yeah. Oh god. My buddy Dave in Bellingham who runs the IHOP, who's not my dad. Um he got into a
There's not
fight
an
over,
IHOP in Bellingham anymore.
oh, well, I don't know where he is now, but he beat the tar out of a guy for saying for making fun of Sam Kinison after he passed away.
Right.
Just grabbed the guy by his lapels and shook him real hard. Said, "Sam Kinison died for your sins." He was drunk and sad because Sam Kinison was his hero.
Right.
Mm. But yeah, but yeah. So at the con, speaking of comedians, I met Jamie Kennedy, super
Well, there you
nice
go.
fella.
Yeah.
Um, the guy who did not wind up in a ditch,
Mhm.
full of drugs.
Right, right. That was not Jamie
That was Andy
Kennedy.
Dick.
That was Andy Dick.
Um, and I met him. I met Barry Bostwick. He's
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
He played Brad in the Rocky Horror Picture Show and
Right.
famously the mayor of Spin City. Um, who else did I meet? I met the guy who plays the monster in Barbarian. You know, the wife or whatever she's called.
I don't
He's
remember.
he's a giant of a man, and they put so many
Yeah.
prosthetics on him. It's like the dude can rock. It's
Nice.
like that dude is an amazing physical actor.
Right.
Um, I saw Matthew Lillard and I ran into him.
Well, that's cool.
We didn't talk much. We just said, "Oh, excuse me, sorry," and then I kept going.
We love the
Because
Lillard. We love the
Dude,
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard is the best. Like like name a nicer guy who isn't LeVar Burton. You know what I mean? Um, it's very difficult.
That is very difficult. I would agree.
Yeah. Let's see. Jim Brewer's pretty nice a lot of the time. I don't know.
Brewer's awesome. And he's gotten a lot less like permastoned over the years. Although he still has the moments, he just seems less permastoned now.
Well, let's be, like
Well,
it's
he
an
makes
iron,
fun of himself about it. That's why I'm talking about it. Like,
like his raccoon eyes, that's an iron deficiency.
right,
So it's like he just plays what he looks like. That's all.
right.
Um, oh my goodness. I guess we should start talking about conventions.
Geez, yeah. I guess we should. Hey, guess
Hall
what,
H,
guys?
worst experience in Hall H 20 days ago. San Diego Comic-Con. First time at SDCC and my last for sure. More than 500 plus people, including me. Okay, so to start off with, more than 500 plus is redundant. Just say 500 plus people or more than 500 people. You don't have
Yeah.
to do more than 500 plus. But anyway, carrying on. Including me, who had the wristband, we spent 18 plus hours waiting for them yesterday. That actually makes sense. And attended at first hour today in the line for Hall H were left outside because seems like some people managed to snuck in somehow. Okay.
Snuck in.
Call me paranoid, but when more than 500 people is left outside is not because of an error, is because of corruption. They are profiting from giving people seats. Really unfair. A lot of people like me traveled from other countries, spend in hotels, Ubers, food, and time to attend, just to be left outside because a greedy group decided to profit even more from it. And the
Is
worst
your
for me
other
is
country Canada?
maybe. And the worst for me is not that, is the fact they kept us waiting for hours without a single word. They waited literally until last minute to tell us that the situation got out of hands, and they recommended us to leave and do other activities. Kids crying, people devastated. Everyone was tired as F because we literally spent more than 18 plus hours doing lines since yesterday, all for nothing. Worst experience in a comic convention. Other countries have been better. I thought San Diego was the big thing. It is the big thing, and there's your
That
problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Also, 18 hours plus doing lines. Yeah, that would probably not help either.
Pal, you decided to stand in the queue,
Right.
right? If I'm standing in a queue for more than an hour, I'm going to go get a snack. I'm gonna go and check out the merch tables. I'm literally never there for the panels. Okay. You stood in line to go to a panel that probably had like Robert Downey Jr. or something. And your problem is that there were 500 people in line.
Mhm.
I doubt you were at the head of the line.
Right.
There were 500 people ahead of you. you know?
Right.
So, um, also, it's kind of a dirty trick for people to come out of the room and say, "Hey, we're running out of seating. You might want to move on so that you can so that you can score some extra seats."
Right.
But beyond that, man, like I look at lines, and if it's too long, like if it's longer than the In-N-Out line next to my house, I don't even get in the line. In-N-Out's a very popular burger chain down here, and it's always got like at least 20 people in the line.
Yeah. That's like Chick-fil-A up here. If there's because
I don't like
we
Chick-
have we have one Chick-fil-A in Bellingham, right? And the closest next one is down in Tulalip. And those lines are always just stacked.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's good chicken, but do I need to sit in a line that long? No.
I mean, ostensibly we're an advice podcast. So my advice for this situation, get in line early.
Mm,
If you're not in the first 100 people in line, make your peace with God, because there's a good chance you're not going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the first 100, that is the I am guaranteed a spot area, and then after that, there's special guests, there's reserved seating, there's the people who bought the gold bat ticket that
Mm-hmm.
like they do in Midsummer Scream. It's called
Right.
the golden bat ticket, so you get in earlier than everybody else and you get
Right.
guaranteed front row seats. Um, that kind of thing. And then of course there's the lottery system of going to Comic-Con.
Right.
When there's a line to get a ticket to get in a line, like I'll just watch the videos that people take on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
Because sorry, I don't need to be part of this lottery system to hopefully get stoned to death. Which is what the original lottery was. Um, uh, in order to maybe catch a glimpse of a celebrity who won't remember seeing me. You know what I mean?
Right. I think it also matters to like, okay, depending on the person, it would depend on the person that you are going to see. Like, because some people have different, everybody has their own favorite people and stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
of
some
course.
people are going to stand in line for hours to see like Todd McFarlane,
Who?
right? Todd McFarlane. Or
Todd
not.
McFarlane. Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Right.
That
So
cutting
there's
edge guy who did Spawn. Yeah.
yeah, right. He did Spawn, he did Spider-Man, he did right. So he's a whole bunch. He's
Famous for the messy webs. Yeah.
super famous for all that kind of stuff, right? Now, there are people that would, and there's people that don't even know who he is. There's people that are going to sit in line to see Jensen Ackles.
Sure.
Because, I mean, Supernatural and a whole bunch of voice acting. He was also in, what was that? Gilmore Girls. I think he was in Gilmore Girls for a minute. Something
You'd
like
know
that.
better than
Anyway,
me.
like there's a whole bunch of different things that he's done, and there's people that would stand in hours of lines to do that.
Jensen Ackles was in Smallville. Played Brainiac, didn't he?
Was he?
He was
Oh,
like Lana Lang's boyfriend who was like secretly a bad guy for a season.
And maybe I don't
That's
remember
the Jensen
a
Ackles.
lot
That's the brother who was Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jensen's Dean.
Yeah, he's Dean. So he played Lana Lang's boyfriend who eventually tried to murder Clark Kent, as you do.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but there's people that'll stand in line for that, right? And then
Mhm.
there's people that'll stand in line for like I'm trying to think of anything but actors now, like Stan Lee, like back when Stan Lee was still alive, rest your soul.
Rest your
He
butt.
like there were
Sure.
everybody knows who Stan Lee is, right? But
Yeah.
then there's
mean-
people that aren't going to care that much because they would rather see Downey, right?
Sure.
So like judge how far you're willing to wait, how far you're willing to take this.
Yeah,
The person you're actually going to see, right?
Right. And then what you can do is buy the meet and greet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of having to go to the panel and sit there and listen to people ask boring questions that mean nothing to you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like that's my thing. Like I went to a panel with Eli Roth,
Right.
They were talking about Hostel. This was years ago. It was Fangoria Con.
Years and years.
Yeah. Well, there's like how many hostels now, but it was Fangoria convention, and like this was the hip new movie that was coming out, and it was like promising to be 10 times bloodier and more brutal and this, that, and the other. And it was fine. It wasn't that crazy.
Right.
But
it was creepy.
It was creepy.
It was definitely,
Eli
definitely
Roth.
creepy.
Eli Roth looks like Zachary Quinto, but evil.
I never thought of that.
But he does, right? It's like
Yeah.
I've never seen Zachary Quinto and Eli Roth in the same room.
Right.
It might be a Jekyll and Hyde situation.
It might be.
Who knows? But like, I didn't wait in line for that because Fangoria Convention doesn't have that kind of a draw. You
Mm,
know, um, the only things that are crazy lines at the horror convention that I went to, Midsummer Scream, was the scary event halls, and
mm,
I don't care enough to
right.
have a scare actor go boogie boogie boogie, and then
Booger,
I was
booger,
like, oh
booger.
no, I'm scared, I'm
I
scared.
scared. I scared.
I just want to look at people's fancy makeup and be like, you're my hero. You have a glittery bat. That
Yes.
kind of thing. Oh, uh, a spiritual follow-up to that last one. Saturday Hall H unofficial line. Some of you are real a-holes. Let's see. We got into the unofficial line around 3 p.m. There was already a line formed. Everyone there was cool and respectful. Everyone was on the honor system of staying in the line. Not too much after that, a large group came in, jumped the line, then had the 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 nuts,
Cojones. The
the
cojones.
cajones, afterward to tell their group to keep an eye out so no one sneaks in. Dude who was there at the front since 9 a.m. had 100 plus people get in front. Disgusting.
Ew. That's
Yeah.
just no.
Yep. Let's see.
I like that first comment. The first
I'm
comment
already
there.
in. Yeah, I know. I was about to say, Keeleon. I'm already in the line for Hall H 2027. All these people keep cutting in front of me. Dude, like Hall H is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Don't go to Hall H. They
That's
well,
like
they
the
they film Hall H for a reason, right? You
yeah.
can watch Hall H from the hallway.
Yeah.
So you can go up to your fancy room and watch Hall H.
Right.
Okay. Um, okay. Hall H bathroom debacle.
Yeah.
Standing in the Hall H this morning, about 1.5 hours into waiting in the tents, I decided I needed to go to the restroom. Was about to leave when I overheard security telling someone, if you leave the tents, you have to go back through security. I paused and asked for clarification, and he said you have to get back into the Hall H security line at the end of the line across the street.
Ooh.
I made the choice to hold it. I've now heard 3 people say someone in their group is not being allowed to go through security again, but being told they have to go to the back of the line. Event staff need to figure out a bathroom ticket system or something similar for the tents. Reasonable to need to go through security again. Not reasonable to have to go to the back of the Hall H line. Probably should not have had a coffee.
Yeah.
Probably
That
not, friend.
okay. Number one. Yeah. You definitely shouldn't have done that.
I
Number
guarantee you there's
two,
probably an issue.
there's ways around this. I mean, if you bring a water bottle, you bring a soda bottle or something, right? You're in a tent already. Just zip it up, you know. Well, I'm just pouring my coffee, don't worry.
My man. So
Right?
at the convention center, Hall H, there are enormous bathroom facilities. All you have to do is get to the end of the line. So just get get through security and then make a straight shot to the opposite end of the hall, and there's your bay of bathrooms.
Right.
You'll be fine.
I mean, I can understand needing a bathroom ticket, like as a person in my aging self that needs to go to the bathroom a little bit more than I probably should need to go to the bathroom. But I
Well,
can hold it in certain situations,
you're
like
old. I get it.
And then my wife, she goes to the bathroom all the time. Like every time we go anywhere in the car, the first place that we need to stop is the bathroom. But like I understand the you're already there, you're already waiting, and you need to go to the bathroom, and now you have pretty much had a whole bunch of people cut in front of you because you needed to pee. That's They should definitely have some form of ticket system or something where you have like a monitor that'll hold your spot for you so you can go to the bathroom, and
Mhm.
then they'll give you your spot back if you've already been through security, that kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something like that. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Like,
If you want to get in this hall, you cannot pee. Okay. You can't do it.
No make Walter.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're getting like, you got to be able to commit to the line,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like going to an amusement park, right? Like, it's essentially a yearly amusement park
Mm-hmm.
without rides.
Right.
But at an amusement park, if you get out of line to go to the bathroom, sorry, dog. You're gonna have to wait to see, Esmeralda get thrown from the top of the castle. You're gonna have to wait that 45 extra more minutes. Same thing with a convention, man. Like, unless you have a portable catheter situation, make sure you go before you get in the line.
Yep. Yep.
Um, or wait to eat and drink until after, I
Till
guess.
after.
Yeah. So, once again from San Diego Comic-Con, man, people are just razzing on Comic-Con this year.
Right.
Started this journey 15 years ago. I have always had a good time. Some days were letdowns, but always a good experience overall. I'm not even gonna go today. I know it's a line con, and it's always busy. This year just feels so lackluster and poorly managed. Offsites are sad. Adverts, posters, merch are scarce. The few events that are available, you have to prep/wait in line for hours. I just kind of want my money back. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, the marketing budgets for everything have been cut.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this, but it's your fault. You've been
You're the
watching. You guys have been watching streamers for 2 decades now, and you expect like FX to have the budget to not to do anything
right.
outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
people are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole you wouldn't download a car thing is stupid, but also like not going to the theaters is causing theaters to die, right? Like, and theaters dying making movies harder
Yeah.
because the whole thing about so I'm gonna go on a mini rant. Streamers are great for content and stuff like that. But when they buy all the old content and recycle it as new content for their for their streaming platform, and then don't go initiate a pilot season, there are literally hundreds of people out of jobs all the time now because pilot seasons don't happen. And when pilot seasons don't happen, nobody gets paid. And when nobody gets paid, then nobody has money for marketing. And when there's no money for marketing, then the people who go to Comic-Con don't get all their really cool swag bags.
Right.
So if you guys want your swag bags back, go to the movies and watch cable TV. Like, that's what you gotta do because, like, the streamers aren't going to pick up the the slack when it comes to spending money because they're not entertainers who are streaming this stuff, they're businessmen.
Right.
Entertainers made movies and television and podcasts and all this other stuff. And then some business guy dreamt up Netflix so he could have a rental house out of his backyard. And now it's
Mm-hmm.
a multi-billion-dollar company that does not have any overhead, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not really. And so with no overhead means no marketing overhead, meaning no con stuff.
Mm,
So,
right.
you know,
But think about when's the last time you saw a commercial for Netflix?
dude, I haven't.
But everybody
Not
has it.
really.
Everybody has it.
I've seen Hulu commercials more than I've seen Netflix commercials.
Well, yeah, but
So
Hulu was
Hulu's
kind
owned
of
by Disney, and Disney still has a vested interest in people going to the movies.
yeah.
Love them
And
or
then
hate them, they still have a vested interest in cable and movie theaters.
did you see now you can get but there's new bundle you can get. It's not new, it's been out for a little bit, but it's because so it was Hulu was a separate thing and Disney Plus was a separate thing and HBO
Yeah,
Max was a separate thing. And then they changed HBO Max to Max, right?
yeah, and then they
And
changed
then
HBO Max back to HBO Max.
and then they changed it back to HBO Max. And then during that time, Hulu became part of the Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you get Hulu and Disney Plus. Now you can get Hulu It's what is it? It's Hulu, Disney
Hulu, Disney
Plus,
Plus,
Discovery
ESPN,
Channel,
and
ESPN, and HBO Max.
that might be a cable thing, but HBO isn't. I don't think HBO is owned by Disney.
They started a whole bundle thing where you can get it.
Well,
No,
that's cool.
yeah, it's all together.
Like I get HBO through my cable subscription, and so I got HBO Max already. See,
Mhm,
like I just want pilot season to come back, man. That's all.
mhm,
I just want a bunch of failed comedy pilots being shot
mhm.
so that a bunch of people can make money, so that a bunch of people can get stupid nonsense stickers and prop toys and meetings with Robert Downey Jr. whenever they want to, because
Right.
because once a year, it matters to people.
It does matter to people.
So Mister, I've been going there for 15 years. Re-up your cable subscription, all right?
Yeah.
Good God.
No, I just download all my stuff. I got a website. I got a website. I just download all my stuff. Uh, that was me being a troll.
Okay, here we have an actual question. Am I the a-hole, this 7 years ago, Gargoyle Winged Angel, am I the a-hole for taking out a payday loan so I can go to the Level Up Expo and get my cosplay right? My parents are furious with me to the point of cutting me off.
Ooh,
Right there.
sounds interesting.
It sounds stupid. If you're in a position where your parents can cut you off, why do you need a payday loan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
the title is throwing me here because like
It's confusing.
it's not confusing, it's stupid.
No, it's confusing. Why if they're at a situation where they're getting money from their parents, then what do they need to get a payday loan to go do this thing? Shouldn't they be saving money to be able to do that because they're already getting money?
Right? Okay. Well, let's withhold our judgment a little bit. Let's hear the story.
Okay.
I'm using a throwaway since I am a moderator on several of this. I don't care. I don't care that you're a moderator. That I have to do with my hobby of cosplay, anime, and hentai. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Put
You're the
hentai.
a-hole.
Yeah, he put hentai last, but really that's the first one.
Yeah, cosplay,
Yeah.
anime, and hentai. Okay.
Yeah,
This
it's
is one
really
of those ones.
hentai, anime, and cosplay. That's what it is. He's the only one doing the cosplay thing.
It's
Anyway,
hentai and then in brackets, anime and cosplay.
yeah,
Yeah. These are the categories of my hentai.
I don't want to see your cosplay if hentai is one of your things. Anyway,
Just saying. This is one of those where I see myself as being 80% right, but I want to be fair because honestly, I depend on my parents for a lot of stuff: rent, tuition, food, car insurance.
jeez,
Oh boy, pal, you are digging yourself deeper just with your intro. I am
please tell me
huge
you're
into
young.
cosplay and gaming. It has been my dream to go to a big convention in my cosplay. A friend suggested we got to Level Up since it has everything we like. The badges aren't super expensive, but we decided we wanted to super splurge on accommodations. So maybe we could host parties in our room. So the total cost of my trip, including everything, airfare, room, estimate for food, badge, is about $3,500.
What?
I
I
had
mean,
$2,000 and I was supposed to pay toward my credit card. I hate this kid, but I decided to get the rest. I would get a payday loan. This was back in March, so the trip is all paid for. I wanted to keep it a secret from my parents, but I accidentally missed my first payment to the payday loan. Oh. And for some God knows how reason, the people at the payday loan place did a search for my name since I was ducking their calls until I could borrow some money from a friend, and they called my parents' home number looking for me. I can't even imagine how this is legal.
home number. Please tell me this person is no home number. Who has a home number anymore?
Parents and me.
Older
I have
parents.
I have a house line too, just in case 911. But like all incoming calls are basically blocked. Um, So here's the deal. I'm no like so dense that I don't understand I messed up. I'm going to read that one again so
Yeah,
you know
please.
that I'm no like so dense that I don't understand I messed up. I mean, I know that I need to pay my debts, but here's the deal. I mean, I'm only in college once and I only get to do things like level up while I'm young. Fully incorrect. I also think this was a very normal mistake and my parents should give me enough room to make mistakes and learn from them.
For a young person, it might be a normal mistake, I would say.
Said like a truly spoiled child.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents are freaking the hell out. My dad has basically said this is it, that after the credit card debt and my grades, and now the payday loan and missing a payment, I have shown a level if irresponsibility that he can't trust me anymore, and I either move home to go to community college and work for his company, or he cuts me off for good. As harsh as that was, my mom was even worse, and she literally screamed at me, like cussing names, and told me that they didn't raise me like this, and I acting like a spoiled Instagram a-hole. Edit, just for clarification, I'm a 20-year-old female.
20 female, call it young person.
Well, of course they're a young person. They're going
Young
to
person.
college.
Young person. Yeah, but I meant like young person. She's not going for a doctorate here.
You don't know. She could be Doogie Howser. I couldn't say that without sneezing.
Yeah,
So, yeah, in so many ways, you suck so bad.
you do. You suck really bad.
Suck
And
real
Reddit
bad.
agrees. This was 7 years ago, by the way.
Okay, well, I'm glad Reddit agrees. But, like, look, you're the most spoiled child I've ever had the misfortune of reading.
Oh, well, okay, reading maybe. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
I've
know. We've read some.
several.
We've read some really bad ones before.
Yeah, but this is like, but mommy, daddy, I can make mistakes. I'm only 20. I'm going to spend $3,500 that I don't have, and I don't have a job.
And then I'm not gonna pay it back.
And you know, I'm supposed to make mistakes because I'm a kid. You're not a kid. You're 20.
Mm.
Trust me. If I was 16 and I took out a payday loan, my parents I would not exist today.
See, I used to do payday loans, but it was, well after I was out of my house, and I was able to go do that with, my own hard-earned money, and do it's a trap. It's a huge trap because
Yeah.
you do payday loan and then you got to pay them, right? But then
They're
you need another
predatory.
payday loan to pay your bills, so you just keep getting it and keep getting it, and then you're giving at the end point, you're just giving them money every month.
Yep.
Because you can't catch up.
You're stuck in an endless cycle of just borrowing money from them. It's a predatory cycle. Don't take payday loans out.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. It's
that's
the new money lender,
Yeah. In that situation right there, that is just immature in itself, immature and spoiled, and and I got into it in a bad way for a long time. But as soon as I got out of it, then knowing how bad it is, that doesn't, unless there's an absolute, like, I know there's money coming from tax return or something, and I need the extra money for a car thing or something. Maybe,
Yeah,
but
maybe
not.
your kid has like some disease and you need the medicine today.
Yeah.
That is a good reason.
Yeah, those are good.
But Will, what if there was a convention you could go to in 3 months?
Well, of course, I would have to, because
You have to take out that payday loan.
I got to take the payday loan and then put my wife's phone number on it and then just not tell her.
Like the parents.
That would never happen, by the way, honey. That's never going to happen.
It will. Everybody knows.
I just want to make sure that I'm saying that she's aware, because she does listen. So yes, I want to make sure that she knows that it's not something that's going to happen. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, because she doesn't need any more reasons to throw you into a furnace.
Yes, exactly.
Look, don't take a payday loan when you don't have a job, when you're already in debt up to your eyeballs with your credit card, when your grades are apparently terrible, if I was reading that correctly.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And your dad is being a
Also,
saint.
your spelling.
Like, your dad is being a saint right now, saying, come home, work at my company, and go to community college for now.
I'll still get you out of this, is what he's saying.
Right.
But you have to do these things because you're immature.
Because you suck so bad,
Yeah.
you have to come do this where I can watch you.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that had she just asked for an extra $1,000 to go to the Level Up concert or whatever convention,
The convention, yeah.
then
It may have been something that was feasible, that could have been something that she could have paid back to her parents. And then if she's missing a payment here and there, they might be forgiving about that, right?
Yeah. So it's like, look, and of course, mom's extra furious because for some reason, moms are always harder. Like, okay, I don't want to say it this way, but moms tend to be harder on the girls, and dads tend to be harder on the boys.
Very true.
But I mean, that can be different for other people. I'm not everybody, but that's been my experience.
As a general thing with the experiences that we have had, that's pretty much the
for
truth.
sure. But like, look, don't. Yeah, of course, mom's gonna scream at you because you're being a freaking idiot.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see what the first comment says. Okay.
Please.
YTA in so many ways, OP. Payday lenders are a disgusting predatory industry that is designed to capitalize on people who literally have no other choice.
Yep.
I've never heard of someone taking out a payday loan and agreeing to the monumental interest rates they provide unless they absolutely needed money right away to keep a roof over their head or feed their children. And even then, it's a terrible decision that will ultimately blow up in their face. It's such an incredibly horrible deal that you'd have to be really backed into a corner to actually take a payday loan. Or so I thought. The thought of taking out a payday loan because you wanted to blow thousands of dollars on a fancy hotel you can't afford for some imaginary anime party you're hoping to have just may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's nothing normal about a mistake like that. You're not self-reliant. I'm assuming your parents are funding your education so that you don't have to go into debt. And how are you repaying their generosity? By going into massive debt anyway, so you can party instead of focusing on school. I don't blame them one bit. I would cut you off too. You've shown that you have no appreciation for their money or their sacrifice, and that you fully intend for them to bail you out of these problems over and over again because you should be allowed to make mistakes. That kind of reckless, entitled attitude is not going to make anyone inclined to help you out.
Okay, I love this guy. But also makes a good point that we did not put in there. Like, it was said in there that the reason that they got the loan and was going to spend so much money to go to this Level Up convention, right? Because they wanted a fancy hotel they can throw parties at. If you're going to already spend a buttload of money that you don't actually have, don't loan more money just to do some superfluous thing like getting a huge, nice hotel room to maybe throw a party.
Sorta,
maybe
have a party.
What this reminds me
is get laid by a bunch of people because she's
hentai,
super into hentai and just wants to live out that fantasy. And you know what? Good on her, but I'm not here to shame that. I am here to shame the fact that you took out a payday loan to go have a sexy party that you might not even have.
Right.
At a fancy hotel you can't afford.
I am reminded of that episode of The Office where Dwight and Michael go to the convention. And then they try to throw a rave party they're telling everybody, and then nobody shows up except for like one person.
Nobody shows up. One person shows up. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. They're really trying to have a good time. And,
Yeah.
what's absolutely bananas is that those two are fantastic salespeople.
Right.
Like, anyway, but that's for another day.
Right.
So, let's see. Okay. Warped Con revokes first place for cosplayer for reasons not in the rules. Okay. Originally
This
posted to
one's
Hobby Drama.
really long.
Super is. That's cool. This will be our closer. um, okay, Warped Con is a pop culture convention somewhere in the UK. They held a cosplay contest with cash prizes for various winners and runners up, and this is the cause of all the drama. Okay. 3 months after the convention, the cosplay contest winner. Okay, so where's the original post?
It says right here, original posts.
I'm looking for it right now, pal. Oh, here's the original post.
It's the
Okay.
same thing. It's the same thing that's typed there.
Weird. Okay. Oh, so this is somebody basically. Okay. So somebody's doing a news report. The link is defunct, it looks like, that they put in here. Yep. Okay.
But all
3
this is
months.
the same.
Okay. 3 months after the convention, the cosplay winner, um, Beth Malcolm from Amazonian Cosplay, reached out to the event organizers and politely asked when she would be paid the 750 pound, 750, I think,
Pound.
pound.
No, it's pound.
They promised her. There was no response until she followed up her message and mentioned a small claims court, at which point they got extremely snippy with her and 30 minutes later made a post to their page stating that her prize and title had been revoked because she was friends with the cosplay organizer, and this had broken a rule. What?
Okay.
All hell broke loose as people commented, pointing out that there was nothing in the rules about this, that Beth was not friends with the judges. The people she's friends with are affiliated with the convention but had zero say in the cosplay competition results, and that in a community as small and close-knit as the UK cosplay scene, it would be ridiculous to have such rules for contests. WarpedCon responded to this by deleting comments and doubling down on their decision. They also claimed Beth had been rude to them. If we were able to look at the link posted above, there are screenshots of her messages to WarpedCon, and she was extremely polite. And they turned off reviews for their page. After they realized they couldn't contain the sheer volume of complaints and community anger, they tried to justify their position even further with another post, which
Is
I
also
think their
defunct.
Facebook got destroyed.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, as we can't see in the replies to the comments on the post, they're looking into hiring international judges to try and enforce their new BS rule. Despite the fact that Beth is not friends with any of the judges to start with, it's pretty clear that they weren't expecting to have this decision questioned or scrutinized to this level and are going all George Costanza on it rather than admitting they were PO'd. They were pissy at her for mentioning small claims court, which she had every right to do considering 3 months had gone by with zero communication or payment. This situation has gone viral in various international cosplay groups on Facebook, and people are pretty pissed off on Beth's behalf. The convention are still trying to make themselves out to be the misunderstood good guys, and instead they've triggered the Streisand effect, but they aren't backing down. Let me get the definition of the Streisand effect. The Streisand effect is a phenomenon where attempts to hide, censor, or remove information backfire and instead wildly amplify public awareness of it. The term was coined in 2005 after Barbara Streisand filed a lawsuit over an aerial photo of her Malibu home. There you go. Everyone doubts they'll attract many cosplayers for next year's event, and that's assuming they even get the ticket sales for there to be another event. They clearly didn't have the money to give her and decided to punish her by revoking her prize after a small claims court got mentioned. Too late for the too long didn't read. Convention organizers get PO'd at cosplay for asking for a prize money after 3 months of waiting. Decide to revoke prize as revenge. Okay. Let's see. Update March 7th, 2020. This is so long ago. Oh, okay, cool. There might actually be links to this now. This is, great. Okay. Hey, hobby drama. A few months ago, a situation I ended up on here. Blah, 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 blah. And I just wanted to correct some of the errors. So here's what happened and how I caused a scandal. I'm a cosplayer from the UK. I entered my Cersei Lannister costume into the contest at WarpCon, which had an advertised prize of 750. It was the first time event, so having a prize this high in the UK, rare, had me all cash eyes. My costume took me 2 years to make by hand. It has
Jeez.
blacksmithing and over 500 hours of hand embroidery. Let's take a quick look at the photo here. It is good. It's very good. Here, let me just share this screen here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Where are you? I lost Riverside. Share. This one. This is the thing, right?
Right.
Cool. It's real good. It's
It
a
is.
really well-made, a really well-made one. I mean, like, you can see all the work that's been done in it, and
Yeah.
she looks like Cersei Lannister, very, very
Mhm. She's
so.
got a whole bunch of other stuff here that she's done, and it looks good too.
Yeah. Well, she's got 6 other photos on there, but I'm not even gonna bother with it.
Right. Yeah.
And they're good. They're very good.
They are
So,
all
this
good.
costume is the complete love of my life, obviously. Um, so I attended the event with my friend, and I was lucky enough to win first place. My friend I attended with won third place. Happy days. Fast forward 3 months. The terms and conditions of the contest stated that we would receive our prizes within 12 weeks of competition. Okay. I had not had any communication from the convention since the event. I had a couple of emails and received my certificate from the team who had been externally hired in to coordinate the contest. However, they informed me that WarpCon had decided to pay all the winners directly instead of through their company, so there was nothing more they could do. I knew this company already, as I had been brought in to judge a convention contest for them in April. However, I was not and am not an employee of this company. Anyway, it's the week of the final. It's the week of the final week of the payment deadline.
Uh,
I email the con. I attempt to call them. I Instagram message them. I Facebook message them. I do not get a response to a single one of my messages, asking very politely when I will be paid. The day the deadline passes, Halloween, funny enough, I messaged them to say that if I didn't get a response, I would be seeking legal action to claim my money. They responded early in the morning, as you can see in this image. Let me see if the image loads. Ah, here we go. It is a text message. It says, "Hi Beth, while we fully acknowledge this is to be paid and will be paid to you, that does not give you the right to speak to us in this manner. If you want to proceed to small claims, then of course there is nothing I can do to stop it."
whoa. You froze hard, bro.
Okay, I'm still recording on my side.
Okay. Well,
If you want
maybe
to
I
proceed
froze.
to small
Never mind.
claims, then of course there's nothing I can do to stop that. But you won't speak to us like this and get a response. Choose your words more carefully, please, and we in turn will do the same. We are not your lapdog. Kindest regards. Please be aware we are notifying you of the following post we are about to put on the Warped page, so you're aware of the situation. Thank you. Okay, and the Warped page is not there. Okay. Anyway, so let's go back to the post. Where's the post? Where's the post? David, be a professional for God's sakes. Okay. I really could have just read it from here. From the language they're using, I totally got the gist that these two middle ages white male conservatives didn't enjoy that a little girl in a dress was telling them off. As you can see from their message, 20 minutes after their message to me stating that I'm owed money, they make a Facebook status. Status can be seen in the other post. No, it cannot. Basically, they're apologizing for the delay in paying the competition winners and state this was because they were investigating me as they conveniently received reports that I had colluded with the judges to win. And they had decided now to disqualify me for breaching their rules for being associated with competition organization. Their evidence for this rested on the fact that I was Facebook friends with the organizer of the competition, because, that's how us cosplayers do our marketing. Sigh. I would be bumping up the other winners. With them somehow magically producing a fourth place winner out of their butt. That definitely wasn't a friend of theirs. Anyway, there are 4 major issues with this. I had never met the judges before that day, and to this day cannot even remember who they are. 2, 20 minutes before the status, they said in black and white they would be paying me my money. 3, nowhere in the rules of the competition does it state that you may not have any association with the organization or judges. If this was a rule, none in the UK cosplay scene would be allowed to compete. I archived the page of their website and downloaded the PDF rules so they couldn't try and retroactively change it. And yeah, this isn't a rule they had. I'm not going to pull up the rules.
No, don't do that.
My friend who won a 3rd place in the competition.
4.
What?
4.
4. Thank you. My friend who won 3rd place in the competition, who they were still planning to award the prize, had judged an event for said organizational company 1 week before WarpedCon, showing that their investigation was completely fabricated. So then I make a Facebook post about the situation and all hell breaks loose. Warped banned me from their Facebook page, so I'm unable to defend myself in the comments. Hundreds and hundreds of people, friends and strangers, proceed to meme the crap out of WarpedCon. The post gets hundreds of shares from all over the world, everyone supporting me. It's great and funny, but I just remember how I rang my friend up seeing their post in floods of tears. It's stupid, but I put so much passion and love into that costume. So to be basically told that it isn't possible for me to win with it unless I cheated, that effing stung. Eventually, they delete that post after being sufficiently dunked on.
Nice.
I do appreciate sufficiently dunked on. They then make a second post doubling down and delete all the comments. A couple days later comes a 3rd post, and things don't get any better. During all this, I'm still not able to defend myself publicly to their slander of me, as I'm banned from commenting on their page. Eventually, they end up deleting all their social media. Their website was quite comedically changed to just read, "Nope," about 3 weeks after this whole disaster. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the website's totally dead now. About 3 weeks after this whole disaster, they eventually pay the new winners. So 2nd place got my $750, 3rd got 2nd's $425, and 4th got 3rd's $275. In the meantime, while all this was going on, besides me doing an interview with BBC News, I was preparing a legal claim through small claims court. You see, with just the basic, I entered the competition, they didn't pay, I want my money, I already had a case.
Yeah.
However, what they then did on their social media increased my likelihood of winning a case tenfold. It's like they were collecting my evidence for me. Their poorly
Nice.
thought out responses gave me comments such as them contradicting themselves and stating they don't think the judges were biased at all, for example. My personal favorite is them admitting that no, this wasn't in the published terms and conditions of the competition. However, they decided to make can't be affiliated with the organization an internal rule for them because, that's totally a legally binding rule.
Yeah.
So I submit my legal claim. Okay, so hold on. This is actually really delicious. I do love a good legal drama, especially when somebody is so egregiously in the wrong. But man, this woman writes prose. I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
goodness, she is going on. Anyway. So I submit my legal claim. I ask for the full amount of money plus the monetary equivalent of a VIP ticket, which was supposed to be part of the prize too, plus legal fees I had to pay that were £60 plus taxes because I was just being slightly petty. Yeah.
Just slightly.
Yeah, plus taxes. I'm going to be petty about this. I provide a full timeline of events, a plethora of evidence, and off it goes. They have 14 days to respond to it and are allowed to request an extension. Surprise, surprise. On the 14th day at 4 p.m., they request an extension. Another 14 days. We're at the beginning of December now, and they respond rejecting my claim. Honestly, I wish I could post their response in the legal documents because it was genuinely hilarious. They had one paragraph of misspelt text, half of which had been copy pasted from a Wikipedia article irrelevant to our situation. And their only piece of evidence was, quote, Beth and the competition organizer are Facebook friends. That's it. Their entire case of collusion rides on the fact that we're friends on Facebook. Never mind, so are all the other winners that they didn't disqualify because they didn't threaten legal action or cause a fuss. Nope, just me. So I'm obviously like, if that's all their evidence, this will be an easy win. So I reject their response and we move forward. I get a call from a mediator and I speak to her. She asks if I would be willing to set up a mediation with them to try and find a solution. And when I explain how they've been deliberately waiting till the last hour of the legal deadline, she states that she's going to forward it straight to the court. Good.
Yeah.
You know what? I like a good petty mediator too.
Right.
Christmas hits, and I'm asked to submit all my evidence and legal docs, etc. I do so. It's now the second week of January. We're due to receive our court date in about a week, and this email, which genuinely made me jump up from my office desk at work. Transcript of message. Hi, Bethany. I tried getting in touch with you on Facebook, but I think you must have blocked Warp or something. So I'm emailing you instead. We would like to make BACS payment to you for the Warped competition. I did want to take time to try and explain to you why we have changed our mind and offer an apology. If you could send us your bank details, we will get this payment over to you. Look forward to hearing from you. Regards, Andy. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and quickly look at this image. But yeah, he wrote TLDR in his own email.
Ugh.
What a nightmare of a person.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is entirely BS. They blocked me, not them. And their apology in the next email is even more BS. The 60 pounds is me saying, cool, I will accept your offer if you'll cover the legal fees I paid so far. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just... hi, Beth. Thank you for the reply. I accept the 60 pounds, making it a total of 810 pounds. This will be paid over to you by the end of the week. I do feel we owe you an apology because of the poor communication. We simply left this to the last minute to deal with it, and that's where we got it terribly wrong. I am genuinely sorry for this. We should have dealt with this situation immediately. Our lack of knowledge on the cosplay scene has undoubtedly been a huge factor in this debacle. We were very happy to have a third party who knew cosplay inside and out to deal with this aspect of the event for us. The only reason we got involved was because we received complaints. I don't know what to tell you except at the time, all things considered, it seemed like the logical and right thing to do. We found ourselves in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. That said, it's irrelevant in terms of where we are now. We should have communicated with you better. In hindsight, we should have opened some dialogue up with you and costume and play airing the concerns. Okay. This wasn't about money, as in not wanting to pay out. We thought we were protecting the spirit of the competition. So again, I do apologize. When we first talked about doing this event, upsetting people was not on our list of things to make sure happened. That said, it's irrelevant in terms of where we are now. We should have communicated with you better. In hindsight, we should have opened some dialogue up with you and costume and played airing the concerns. What? The same paragraph. Okay, great. Kindest regards, Andy. Okay. First talk about the I wish you all the best, success now and in the future. Kindest regards, Andy. Okay. That wild. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Just give me 1 sec.
You're gonna get kicked out of Hall H. Damn it, Will. Girl, you really got me now. You got me power down my head, now my. You really got me now. Bring up my name in the mouth. She made it, homie. The baby, homie. The baby gummy. The baby gummies. Oh, yeah. Everybody knows that Will's making pee. Pee time, pee time. Will's going pee time. Will's going pee time. Will's going pee time. Oh yeah, Will's going pee time. I said Will's going pee time. Yes, babe. Will going pee time. I said Will's going pee time. Say what? Will's going pee time. I said Will go pee time. Yeah. So I left you quite a few messages while you were gone.
Why, thank you.
We're doing a longer episode today, buddy.
Noticed.
It's all right, we'll live.
No.
Okay, great. So, however, I know that they know it's bullshit. And I known they would have been squirming having to write that email. It's obvious they sought legal advice and realized they were going to lose badly. One hilarious thing to note is that because of their tantrum and not paying me in the first place, this whole debacle ended up with them having to pay an extra £1,300 on top of the original prize money for everyone because they bumped everyone up, then paid me.
Yep.
Week goes by, and finally I have the money in my bank account. I pre-ordered the special edition Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch and bought a 3D printer for my cosplays. Anyway,
Nice.
F WarpedCon, I got my money and will continue to cause a fuss against companies that try and screw cosplayers out of money. It seems I seem to cause at least 2 international cosplay scandals a year, so feel free to follow me on Instagram. Amazonian Cosplay, or at Amazonian Cos is her name, to keep up with them because they're always juicy. Also, I make cool costumes. Thanks. Edit. Seeing as some FWAD is accusing me of omitting information to hide my poor behavior because I dared to make a joke in a drama subreddit about having had a couple of dramas, despite all of these screenshots being in the links in the previous post. Here's the message I sent to Warped before they sent their message. I screenshotted above. Before they sent their message, I screenshot along with a tweet I made before it. Not pictured because I can't find the scaps. The extremely professional emails I sent over the 3 months of waiting with no communication, and the phone call voicemail I left on their answering machine. Here's the transcript of the first 2 messages. Hi there. I was the first place winner of your costume contest, and as such, won a prize of £750. It has now been over 8 weeks since the competition, which was the maximum delay I was told the prize would be, and yet I haven't received it yet. Really disappointed and frankly quite angry as it has taken this long. If I don't get my prize by the end of the week, I can't pay my rent. So I'm sure you can understand my frustration. Please, could you rectify this as soon as possible, as I would hate to have to take more drastic measures against your event, which I did so love attending this summer. Message 2. Hi there. I haven't had a response from you in any form of media contact, so I shall be taking this as your team avoiding the issue. If my prize money is not in my account before the 1st of November, I will be seeking legal action and opening a small claims court against your team, as not delivering on a promised competition prize is illegal false advertising. Hope to hear from you soon. Let's see. There's a Yeah, so as an update, WarpedCon went bust after this, and they're no longer running events. COVID probably sealed the deal, however, and they suspect they wouldn't have run another event anyway due to the bad press this incident got the name. And a good ending to this is that since I've helped countless cosplayers word emails, etc., to conventions that have tried to get out of paying them their prizes, and all have been successful so far in getting paid. So there you go. That is wild and crazy stuff. When I mean, honestly, I can't give advice better than she did.
Yeah, she
that.
definitely got that all wrapped up and just
Ducks in rows,
good.
my
It
friend.
was ducks. Her ducks were in the row. She got
Like-
all the ducks.
Let's quickly bullet point it though. Send 2 very nice emails, right?
At least.
Mm-hmm. Note your frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them exactly why you're emailing them. And also compliment sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, blah blah blah, great convention this year. Hey, you also said this is the end of the deadline. I need my money. I really did enjoy the convention. The next one is a little more terse. which is like, hey, it feels like you're avoiding this. If I don't hear back from you, I will be seeking legal whatever. So please get back to me as soon as possible. Thanks. And then, you know, everything else she took screenshots of and gave to her small claims lawyer, I
Mediator.
guess.
Mediator is what.
The mediator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrister, I think, is what they're called in England.
hmm
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Congratulations. Keep all evidence.
Yes, keep all the information. If you ever run into any situation similar to this one, keep all the evidence that you possibly can. If you believe there's going to be a situation, it's better to have the information than to all of a sudden not have the
Be
information.
ADHD like me and don't delete a damn thing out of your emails.
It may take you forever to find it, but it's there.
Yep, that's right. Gmail will yell at you, but your emails don't actually take up that much space unless there's a ton of attachments. Yeah, so that's been conventions.
Yeah.
A lot of confusion happening.
Yep. I see what your con did there.
Con Air?
Con did there.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Well, it's been a great episode, guys. Thanks for
It's been
coming
a
in.
great episode. And your cosplays, they do matter. So,
do.
make sure that you're getting the good pictures, you're doing the right things. There's people that do some extravagant things out there, and we all appreciate it.
We all do cosplays every once in a while.
Mm,
I've got my weird mask that I wear.
right.
Got eye patches, all sorts of stuff. So, hey, maybe send us some photos of your cosplays.
Yeah. We'd love to see them.
Yeah, throw them in the Reddit. It'll be great.
Go ahead and throw them in the Reddit.
If you've got some crazy stories, let us know. Like, comment, subscribe.
Any con stories that you have here, or any other stories that you have, you could email us. It's fixyourlifepod@gmail.com. Or you can just comment here or send it to the Reddit. We'll read it. We'll read it on the air. We'll do all the stuff.
That's right. Anyway, I've been Dave.
And I've been Will.
You have a great rest of your week, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
Been hating my job, I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.